Hello everybody, my name is JohnnyFerno, and welcome to Death Battle! Hulk vs. Doomsday. It's goddamn clobbering time, my dear friends, as this may be the most interesting death battle that I've been looking forward to this one a lot. But before we go, a couple of things. First off, the death battle, the red versus blue death battle, I will not see that one yet, because I have not gotten that far into red and blue. And I don't want to potentially spoil myself like I did in the Gara death battle. So, sorry to all of those who wanted me to watch it, but I will not watch that until I've probably seen as much red and blue as is like needed to probably watch it to understand and not be spoiled, because I really like red and blue. I would like not to be spoiled. Okay? And when it comes to the Sonya Blade death battle, I will also get to that one soon. I just want to like get up to date, get up to speed, so like I can keep track of everything. But anyway, Hulk versus Doomsday, like these are two massive, colossal muscles. They are basically one giant muscle with a bunch of extra muscles on it. And these two are virtually invincible. And both with amazing feats. Like Hulk has held up an entire freaking mountain. And the deal, if I remember correctly, the deal with the Hulk is the angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes. And the way that Bruce Banner, his real name that became a Hulk, that if I remember correctly, he was exposed to like gamma radiation and like a ton of it. And instead of dying from it, which you normally would, but since it's comic logic, it somehow built into his muscles, expanded his body, and made him into the Hulk. I'm sure they will explain more thoroughly here. Doomsday is a much more interesting case because he is the one most famous for killing the one and only Superman. And the way that he was created, again, if I remember correctly, is that he is the result of incredibly many years of experimentation from this ancient race who wanted to produce the ultimate killer. So they exposed some beings to many horrific things and revived it over and over. I can't remember, sure, can explain, but it's something like that. And just the look of Doomsday is freaking horrifying. He fits his name. But you know what, my dear friends, I am way too excited. The sun is coming because I don't want the sunlight to just beam all over my face. So you know what? Let us get to it and let's watch Hulk versus Doomsday. And by the way, if you want to hear who I'm rooting for, I'm rooting for my boy Hulk because he's awesome and he's green. Green is one of my favorite colors. So that's incredibly pink. But if you're ready, my dear friends, let's get ready to get smashed as we watch Hulk versus Doomsday. 3, 2, 1, go!
Before we get into the episode, I have something very important to tell you.
This is another screw attack game.
Super Rad Ray Gun just launched on Steam for PC, Mac, and Linux. With over 20 unique levels, 3 modes of play, and tongue-in-cheek story of 1980s politics, it's a whole lot of value for just $9.99.
So it's another old school screw attack game. They really like them old school style games.
Music from Phantom NK and Bubble Pipe Media for free. Click the link in the description after the video and get your copy today.
Alright, let us get to it. I'm excited. These freaking titans.
Pure, unadulterated rage. Usually, in a stressful situation, you'd want to avoid this sort of emotion in order to keep yourself focused.
Unless you're a giant rampaging pile of muscles, like these two.
Dr. Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk.
And Doomsday, the monster who killed Superman. He's Wiz and I'm
Oh god.
And it's our job to
the hell is
their
that?
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
Doomsday looks
a
so
death
ferocious. Like they're virtually invincible.
Within
How can
each
you
of
kill
us
them?
Oftentimes, there dwells a mighty and raging fury. And this suits no one better than the mild-mannered scientist, Bruce Banner.
'Cause when Bruce gets angry, oh boy,
That
you
scene
wouldn't
was
like
so
him
cool.
when he's angry.
Dr. Robert Bruce Banner may have grown up with few friends, but what he lacked in popularity, he made up tenfold with his intellect. However, in spite of his gifts, it was never enough to earn the respect and love of his father.
Oh.
Partly because Bruce was so smart that his alcoholic dad literally thought he was a monster.
Wow.
And expressed that to Bruce pretty thoroughly. God damn! How much distance do you think you got there, Wiz?
Wow.
9, 10 feet?
Man, with an arm like that, he could really go places.
I never knew about
the
this.
nut house after he murdered his wife right in front of Bruce. Aw.
Understandably traumatized, Bruce coped by creating an imaginary friend
Jesus.
to talk to.
You know, I had an imaginary friend once.
You did? What was his name?
Dad.
Oh. Well,
Jesus,
Bruce's
Boomstick.
friend
That
served
may
as an
explain quite a lot
emotional
about
outlet
you.
all the way through his college graduation. However, his advice to Bruce was oftentimes destructive.
So when the U.S. military recruited Bruce to
Oh,
make
it's that
weapons,
old school
it was actually
animation.
kind of fitting.
Bruce was tasked with developing a gamma bomb, which would use gamma radiation to target enemy weapons and
Not a
buildings
dick.
that endangered
I
human
just saw
lives.
that in the corner.
At least that's what Bruce was told.
Surprise, surprise, gamma radiation is actually pretty fucking harmful. And when it came time to test the bomb and some dumb kid decided to play his harmonica right in the test zone, Bruce asked his assistant to stop the countdown and dashed off to save him. But turns out his assistant was a Russian spy who set off the bomb anyway.
On that strange day, Bruce's imaginary friend became a real-life terror as he transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
Who really likes to throw tanks around. Exactly.
Really?
Yes, apparently. Ever since, whenever he's angry, Bruce's body and mind morphs into that of the Hulk's, granting him unmeasurable power.
Freaking hell.
While he loses Bruce's brain power, the Hulk is ridiculously strong. He can leap great
Ridiculous
distances,
is an
survive
understatement.
the harshest environments, and most importantly, smash the crap out of everything with his bare fists.
He also knows a technique known as the Thunderclap, which creates a shockwave that can deafen foes, level forests, and push back explosions.
Wow.
As if he needed anything more than that, the Hulk has a healing factor that gives Wolverines a run for his money.
You're healing. You should be dead.
He's super strong and super hard to kill. What's
He is
not
basically
to
the
like?
human version of
Well, there's
Godzilla.
one little detail that kind of ruins the whole experience. Bruce can't really control the Hulk. In fact, the Hulk is his own being, and they both hate each other, vying for dominance over
Oh yeah,
Bruce's
there's
body.
been so many
And
comics
yes,
and stuff
Bruce
about
and the
their
Hulk are often
how their
reminded
personalities
much they depend on
smash
each
each
other
other.
for survival.
Bruce figured if he was stuck with his big green Goliath forever, he might as well try using it for good, eventually joining the Avengers, Defenders, the Fantastic Four, and even the Illuminati.
Hulk
Wait,
has
what?
held up a 150 billion ton mountain, escaped Earth's gravitational pull with a single jump.
And one time when a planet's tectonic plates started splitting apart, threatening to shatter the whole world, he just jumped right in there and pulled the planet back together.
The
What?
estimated average mass of a single lithospheric plate is nearly 45 quintillion tons, and the Hulk pulled 2 of these together with nothing but his bare hands.
And he's
Jesus!
not just strong and tough, he's more than twice as fast as a fighter jet, which puts him over Mach 5 speeds at least, and he can always go faster if he's pissed off enough.
This is because the Savage Hulk's strength is directly related to his anger. The angrier he gets, the more powerful he becomes.
Yeah.
In theory, this means his maximum level of strength is potentially infinite. And when he taps into that immeasurable rage to the fullest, he truly lives up to his name of World Breaker.
Bigger,
World
stronger,
Breaker.
and oozing with gamma radiation, the World Breaker Hulk is so powerful, with a single stomp he created earthquakes felt hundreds of miles away. In his battle with Sentry, basically Marvel Superman, they almost destroyed New York. And when battling another World Breaker Hulk, a single collision between them obliterated an entire planet.
Even the mutant Darwin's power, which specifically adapts to counter any enemy, decided that the best defense against the Hulk was to be somewhere else.
Holy hell! Who could even stand up to this madness?
Not many, obviously.
never heard of
Typically,
Hulk
Bruce does
actually
his best to
dying.
contain and limit the Hulk's power. In fact, World Breaker Hulk is a result of Bruce relinquishing that control entirely. In terms of combat, usually only cosmic beings like Silver Surfer or Zeus have the might to challenge the Hulk.
Oh yeah, like that one time Zeus hit him so hard it burned out his healing factor.
But even gods sometimes have to learn the hard way. You do not mess with the Incredible Hulk.
This is the best scene ever.
You dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Beauty God, beauty God, beauty God, beauty God. That's so good. Let me hear it.
puny god.
Oh, not the groan from Loki afterwards.
What if all you had ever known was hatred and aggression, violence and pain? This life is reality for
YouTube comments, Doomsday. Yeah, the Doomsday guy.
Thousands of years ago, on an uninhabitable prehistoric planet which would one day be known as Krypton,
Ultimate
a
life
scientist named Bertrand intended to engineer the ultimate life form.
Yep, it's another one of those stories,
Yep.
but with one hell of a twist.
See, at this time, Krypton was a harsh wasteland filled with nothing but sharp rocks, poisonous air, and violent predators.
Bertrand believed that if he could create something that could live through that, they could survive just about anywhere.
To realize this theory, Bertrand acquired an infant from somewhere, and through a rapidly accelerated evolution process, attempted to transform him into his dream creation.
Oh, don't try to dance around it, Wiz. Bertrand put that little sucker into a baby cannon, blasted him into the wild to get murdered by any number of things, sucked up what was left of him with a vacuum cleaner, and just cloned a new one out of the mess to do it all over again.
Well, yeah. The idea being each new clone would be stronger than the one before, thus covering millions of years of evolution in just a few decades.
That doesn't sound like science.
No, it doesn't.
No.
So after 30 straight years of baby murder, one of the clones finally survived the test. Amazed by his own success, Bertrand named this baby the Ultimate.
The ultimate baby.
But to the
Damn
rest
it.
of the universe, he was their Doomsday.
That is horrific.
See, Wiz, reloading as it is, patenting my baby cannon was a good idea.
Successful as Bertrand's experiment was, it was anything but a good idea.
Yeah.
Turns out, while Doomsday usually appears to be a mindless beast, he remembered every single time Bertrand had him killed.
Oh.
As a result, Doomsday had been unintentionally programmed at a genetic level to hate everything that lives.
Bummer. Needless to say, Bertrand was pretty screwed.
Because even with 30 years of development, Bertrand had never quite figured out what to do if his experiment actually worked. Because Bertrand is the worst.
I mean, he did do what he set out to do. He made an 8'10" monster that doesn't need to eat, breathe, or have internal organs to live. It just kills and kills and kills some more.
Doomsday
How do you
possesses
kill something
enormous
like
strength,
that?
incredible durability, and poisonous spikes which can extend. But due to Bertrand's experiments, Doomsday's greatest power of all is his ability to adapt to his opponent's powers.
After taking his sweet revenge, Doomsday stowed away on a supply ship and ravaged dozens of planets until he finally found himself on Earth.
On that day, Doomsday did the unthinkable. On that day, Doomsday killed Superman. Well, kind of. He actually put him into a super sleep. After several days, he kind of woke up more powerful.
Yeah, we all know, Wiz. At least Supes took Doomsday down with him. Or maybe not. Turns out, whenever Doomsday dies, he just comes back to life, forever immune to whatever killed him in the first place.
Can't beat me the same way twice.
He's been punched to death by Superman, blasted apart by the Radiant's energy, brutally ripped in half, incinerated by Imperiex, and just curb stomped by a Kryptonian horde.
Practically invulnerable at this point, Doomsday is
How
taking
do you
on Darkseid,
put him down
tanking his
permanently?
Omega beams and beating him to near death. He single-handedly defeated most of the Justice League and took on an energy attack that wiped out a fifth of a planet.
He's punched through the Phantom Zone, battled super beings called Gogs for a century, and even broken Wonder Woman's arms. Arms strong enough to help pull the Earth.
And during his rematch with the Man of Steel, after witnessing Doomsday survive an explosion equivalent to 1 million nukes, Superman realized that the only way to stop him was to send him to the end of time.
At his most powerful, Doomsday's mere presence can boil the ocean and disintegrate buildings. A casual stroll across Africa made wildebeest an endangered species just by walking around. But what he's got in strength, he really lacks in brains.
Not that he's dumb, he just literally lacks a brain. More often than not, Doomsday is little more than a one-track mind-killing machine. This makes his intentions predictable.
But that
and a
means
clever
Hulk
opponent
cannot
can
win
use
this
his
battle
Doomsday
because
to lead him into a trap.
Doomsday
And
will just
should
come
that foe
back.
come up with a new way to hurt
So
Doomsday,
it's very unfair,
Hulk
actually.
Still, that's gonna be pretty goddamn hard to do.
But yeah, if Doomsday just comes back from whatever kills him, then Hulk cannot win. How the hell
the
is...
combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, Wiz won't stop talking about this thing, so he wants to tell you about it.
Is it Blue Apron again?
As a man of science,
Oh.
I analyze everything from the car I drive to the razor that shaves my face. I only use a razor I've scientifically proven to be of both quality and value. I use Harry's. Thanks to their factory in Germany, Harry's produces quality razors at half the price.
But
Just
yeah,
$2 a
Doomsday
blade.
can
Harry's
just come back from
five-blade
anything that
razor
kills him
offers a
and
softer
become
flex
immune
nib,
to that.
trimmer blade,
So
textured handle for control,
even if
and
Hulk
a
gets to
lubricating
kill
strip
him
helps
in this
soothe the
episode,
skin. But
Doomsday
if you're
will
like
just
me,
come
you wanna try
back.
it for
Like, how
yourself.
could you
Harry's is so confident in
permanently
their razors,
kill
they'll send you
something
a
like
trial
that?
set absolutely free when you subscribe. Just pay $3 for shipping. And as a viewer of Death Battle, you can get a free bottle of post-shave balm, which soothes and relieves skin after shaving and helps reduce redness. Just enter the code DEATHBATTLE at checkout. So head on over to harrys.com by clicking the link in the description below and get your free trial set and post-shave balm. Just remember, use the code DEATHBATTLE at
I'm
checkout.
thinking, I cannot
But
imagine
right now,
how
it's
Hulk
time
can
for a
properly
death
win this.
battle!
I want him to win, but damn. Oh, we're back at Ruby Season 1, I see. Nice ponytail, Doomsday. Will help. Oh, that's how they send Hulk, okay.
Hulk smash ugly vehicles!
You know what? All the roars, it sounds like the tank from Left 4 Dead. I like how these two doesn't even have that problem of a strategy. Their main tactics is punch until it's dead. There's some cool music, by the way. Damn! They're not messing around on this one. God damn. Seriously, how is this going to end? How is one of them going to kill each other?
Stupid gray man! God can't hurt him!
And now he has car parts for gloves. Okay, this song is freaking incredible right now.
Hulk hate you! Hulk hates spiky beard!
Hulk hates spiky beard? Okay. Damn, how long is that? Holy crap! Yeah, that's not enough. That's not near enough.
You break buildings good, but Hulk break walls!
Oh, here comes the World Breaker variant. Are they going to destroy the Earth? God damn! There went one arm. Oh, that was the poison things. Oh, so that's how it works. Okay. Yeah. Poison and Doomsday can adapt to what kills him. His funny how many Marvel vs. DC battles we can have. Sorry, Hulk. I wanted you to win, but... I was going to say Kalima, but that was the heart, not the head.
Oh, that was beautiful.
With the Hulk's immeasurable power and Doomsday's impossible immortality, this truly felt like a fight between an unstoppable force and an immovable object.
Hulk may have had the advantage in raw strength, at least at his full potential, but Doomsday could certainly hold his ground. His victories against the likes of Superman and Darkseid prove he can take a hit from someone strong enough to break planets.
And by experience, Doomsday had the speed advantage. He regularly fights foes with light speed capabilities, while that kind of speed is an extreme rarity in the Marvel Universe. In fact, the only foe that fast who Hulk's ever seemed to keep pace with in a one-on-one match was Sentry, and that was when he was at his most powerful stage, Worldbreaker Hulk.
So overall, Hulk had strength and Doomsday had speed, but neither completely outclassed the other. At first glance, this one looked like it could go either way.
Which means the devil's in the very tiny details.
So why couldn't the Hulk's infinite strength just keep rising and eventually overwhelm Doomsday?
Well, even assuming Hulk's strength was infinite, his healing factor was not. Don't get me wrong, it can only be overtaxed by hits from absurdly powerful beings such as Zeus or Sentry, whom Doomsday certainly compares.
Naturally, Doomsday's crazy strength and speed started wearing that healing factor down.
Here's where it gets a bit tricky.
Okay.
The Hulk may look like a giant green monster, but he's still technically human, and his power directly correlates with his anger. A human being's anger stems from an increase in hormones and adrenaline in the body. However, the brain can only produce these chemicals at such a rate for a limited time, eventually giving up and turning apathetic. Therefore, Hulk's limitless power could never have existed without his healing factor. It's the key. It allowed his body to continue producing hormones and adrenaline far beyond the norm, theoretically an endless supply, thus increasing his superhuman power to an immeasurable degree. So, Doomsday overtaxing his healing factor meant the Hulk could no longer maintain his increasing rage and Hulk form.
And if you're still skeptical, that's why there's a bunch of times in comics when a huge impact forced the Hulk to turn back into Bruce Banner, including that battle between Worldbreaker Hulk and Sentry. With his healing power beaten down, he literally couldn't keep himself angry enough to stay in Hulk mode.
I love science, but there's still one more thing. Thanks to his battles with Superman and other Kryptonians, Doomsday has evolved to a point where it's basically impossible to kill him with brute force alone.
So Hulk couldn't have killed him by just getting angry enough to punch harder than Doomsday ever felt.
Precisely. Here's the proof. Superman and Doomsday eventually had a rematch, in which Superman was much more powerful than their first battle. As we discussed before, Superman's power is also potentially limitless by way of continually absorbing solar energy, and at this point in his story, he'd begun to discover that.
But try as he might, despite his increased power, Supes couldn't kill Doomsday with blunt force a second time.
Ultimately, Doomsday's immunity to being ripped, impaled, incinerated, blasted with energy, and being beaten by blunt force from both focused and multiple sources means Hulk just didn't have the options available to take Doomsday out before his healing factor was overtaxed.
On this day, Hulk met his doom. Doomsday.
The winner is Doomsday.
Okay.
Next time on
I
Death
think I
Battle.
know who's next. Roronoa Zoro. Oh,
Hey guys, I'm
versus
Ben Affleck,
Ursa
this is
Scarlet.
Chad Plays Boomstick,
I've
and
seen
next up
video
we've got
titles for
Zoro
that.
from One Piece.
I
Stick to
think
Twitter
going
to
off
find
here.
out who he's gonna.
Like, okay, the more I thought about it and the more I understood what they were telling about Doomsday, it almost, it feels incredibly weird to say this, but it felt more and more unfair for the Hulk. Because Doomsday's thing is that he adapts from whatever kills him. And when the thing that kills you is one of the strongest beings in the entire universe, that is a bit hard to fight against. Hulk is incredible, we all know that. He is called the Incredible Hulk. But when he is stacked up against someone who has revived and gotten immune from being killed by gods and near gods, then it's... Yeah, this... But you know what? Either way, this battle was really freaking cool. The synopsis was really great, and the battle itself was just glorious. I know it was just punching, and more punching, but the way they showed it off was just really good. I know I'm gonna spend the next long time watching other reactions to this because it is really cool. But yeah, can't wait to see the next ones. And maybe I will watch the Sona Blade death battle before Roronoa, Sorrow, and Scarlet. But right now, that is all. So, thank you all very much for watching, my dear friends. Please tell me in the comments below what you think about the video itself, my reaction, and my channel in general. Please tell me both positive and negative, so I can use it all to grow and evolve into a better entertainer for you guys. But as always, my dear friends, thank you very much for watching. My name is JohnnyFerno, and I'll see you guys next time.